And we begin with that breaking news right now at 5 a.m. Police investigating a deadly shooting in North Charlotte. Take a look at this map. We'll show you where. It happened late last night on Beatties Ford Road.
So we want to get right out to the scene. So Richard, what can you tell us?
Yeah, this is pretty much the scene of, you remember the first night of riots when our protesting after the George Floyd situation. This is about the same area. Let's show you just how wide this crime scene is. I'm gonna walk over here. Come with me, Ruben. We're gonna walk over this way. You can actually see these are just some of the shell casings, the evidence markers down here, dozens right here. All of Beatties Ford Road for about 4 blocks have been roped off as crime scene investigators are now trying to piece together. This is what we can tell you. We do know that one person is confirmed dead. We know we've heard from friends and family members of other victims who say at least 2 other people are also dead. Spoke with some people off camera. We'll listen to them a little bit later on today. They spoke about their loved ones. They also spoke about the chaotic scene that unfolded at what was supposed to be a joyous last day of a weekend of Juneteenth celebrations. Let's take a look at some video that we have there that's actually showing this craziness, that all this happening just several hours ago, I should say. An ambulance driving to the scene after reports that somebody had been hit by a car in all of the celebrations as people were doing donuts and things like that, driving in the road. Then those shots rang out, multiple shots, anywhere from 20 to 40 shots. Just listening to the video myself, I could tell you that dozens of shots rang out at that time. Pandemonium, people running, screaming, going for cover. And at last check, we can tell you at least 6 to 7 people injured by gunfire, other people injured by just the melee as the crowds ran away. Of course, we're continuing to gather information and continuing to speak to folks out here and to also check social media and things like that. And we'll have much more on what happened. As of yet, police are saying this is still, as you can very well imagine, a very active, ongoing situation. Here's what somebody said about all of this craziness that was going on.
I heard about 60 or 70 shots, sound like. People was running everywhere, cars were leaving. And it's just sad that somebody took something that was an event that was supposed to be a celebration and basically turned it into a massacre, a nightmare for families. People lost their loved ones, people laying out here in the streets dead. Charlotte's better than this.
Yeah, I've heard that from several people, even people who didn't go, who were telling me about their family members were saying Charlotte is a lot better than this. We are a lot better than this. But at this time, of course, police are still investigating and trying to put the pieces together as family of the loved ones and of the victims are now dealing with the grim reality of what was supposed to be a joyous event has turned very tragic and very deadly. Ben?
Richard, a couple of questions. Okay, so it appears this was some sort of Juneteenth block party, and then a number of people shot. But you mentioned it sounds like some people were hit by cars. Do we know the sequence of events here?
It appears that the cars were the first thing. Someone, Ruben, shootouts right there into the road. You can see the tire marks. People were spinning out, doing what's called donuts in the road. And apparently either right as this was happening or after this happened, someone was hit by a car. Actually can say that one of the people who people have told us has been killed was one of the people who were hit by a car. That's when an ambulance comes to try to get through the crowd. At that time, it was still peaceful, a little tense, but once the ambulance comes through the crowd, that's when those shots started ringing out, and that's when pandemonium ensued. So it was people partying, then someone hit by a car, and then the shots rang out. That's the order.
Wow. Clearly a fluid situation there. All right, Richard Devane, keep us posted. Let us know when you get anything new out there at the scene. All right, Richard, thanks.